Hello and welcome back. I hope you're all doing well during this confinement period and social distancing. Today's practice, we're going to be working on the low back, but of course we'll be doing yoga for the whole body, a balanced practice. I just focus on the low back today. So on your mat, we'll need a tennis ball and a block. We're going to be sitting in Vajrasana to start. Let's roll the shoulders back and lift the chin, breathing in, and round the low back, breathing out. Breathing in, curl and lift the chin, and round, breathing out. And one more time. As you round the back, pull the belly button in. And we're just going to start mobilizing the back and massaging with the tennis ball now. Let's lie down on our backs. Take the tennis ball, or if you have any lacrosse ball will work, or if you do have a trigger point ball, that's fine too. And place it underneath the sacral region, rocking the hips from side to side. Then you can do little circles on the ball. We're looking to massage the thoracolumbar fascia, which is down at the very base of the spine. Go side to side again. And then back and forth with the hips, tucking them under, then curling them back. And then you can take the tennis ball and place it to the side. Bring your hips back down and take a deep breath in and curl your spine. And as you breathe out, press the low back into the floor. So this is a tilting of the hips. As you breathe in, you tilt the hips so you curl the spine. And as you breathe out, you tuck the hips under and you press the low back into the floor. Your head will slide up and down the mat. That's normal. Do it one more time. Good. And then stretch your legs onto the floor. Raise your arms over the head, stretching fingers to toes, and then breathe out, bring the right knee to the chest. Breathing in, stretch fingers to toes. Breathe out, left knee comes up to the chest. And again, breathing in, stretching. Breathing out, right knee comes up. Breathing in, stretching. Breathing out, left knee comes up. One more time each side. Breathing in, out, right knee comes up, and last one, breathing in and out, the left knee comes up, and let's hold on to the knee, make a nice big circle with the foot. Change the direction of the circle, and then flex and point your foot a few times, flexing, pointing. Grabbing behind the thigh, keep the foot flexed, take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, straighten the leg. Breathing in, bend the knee. Breathing out, straighten the leg. Once more. Then rebend the knee and grab hold of the knee. Let the knee go out to your left, so you're opening the inner thigh. Right hip stays down. Raise the knee back up. Keep the same knee and allow it to cross over the body towards your right. See if you can keep the left shoulder down. If you want to turn your head to the left, you may. Roll back onto your back, squeezing the knee to the chest. Lift the head, nose to the knee, and lower your head to the floor, stretching your leg out onto the floor. Raise the arms over the head and lift the right knee up this time. Now let's make a big circle with the foot, round and round. Change the direction of the circle. And flex and point your foot a few times. Keeping the foot flexed. Grab behind the thigh, take a deep breath in, breathing out. Stretch the leg straight. Breathing in, bend the knee. Breathing out, stretch the leg straight to the sky. Good. One more time. Rebend the knee. Now let's take the right knee out to the right. Keep the left hip down, opening up the inner thigh. Then raise the knee back up and let it fall out to your left, getting into a little spinal twist. Shoulders stay down. And rolling back onto your back, bring the knee once again to the chest, lift the head nose to the knee, and gently lower the head to the floor. Let's bring both knees up now, and lift your head nose between the knees, rounding out into a little ball, and then rock from side to side, massaging the low back. Now if you wish, roll all the way to one side and come to sitting, or if your back is okay, rock up and down your spine a few times. You can swing the legs along with it until you come to a seated position. Either open the knees and roll over, coming up onto your hands and knees, or bring your feet to one side and come up onto your hands and knees. Hands under the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Deep breath in, curl the spine, breathing out and round. And again, let's breathe in and curl, breathing out, rounding. One more time, let's breathe in and curl, breathing out and rounding. Next, we'll do a little combination move. Stretch your right leg behind you, lift it. Now, as you breathe out, lift the head and bend the knee. Breathe in, stretch the leg. Breathe out, knee goes under the body to the nose. Stretch the leg, breathe in. Bend the knee, lift the head, breathe out. Stretch the leg, breathe in. Knee to the nose under the body, breathe out. Stretch the leg, breathe in. Bend the knee, lift the head, breathing out. Breathing in, stretch the leg. Breathing out, knee to the nose. And lower the knee down. Change legs, left leg up. As you breathe out, bend the knee, lift the chin. Breathe in, stretch the leg. Breathe out, knee to the nose. Breathe in, stretch the leg. Breathe out, bend the knee. Breathe in, stretch the leg. Breathe out, knee to the nose. And again. Tuck the left toes under, getting ready for your downward facing dog. So we're going to take a plank position and then push back, breathing out to down dog. Then breathe in, come back to plank. Breathe out to down dog. Breathe in, move back into a plank position. Breathing out, push back to down dog. Set your feet nicely. Breathe in, lift the heels, and breathe out. Breathing in, breathing out. One more time. Lift the heels. Now turn your heels to the right and get a good stretch down the left-hand side of the body. Staying in your down dog, lift the heels back to center and twist the heels to the left, getting a good stretch down the right-hand side of your body. Turning yourself back to center, look to your hands and begin taking some baby steps forward till you reach the front edge of your mat. Separate your feet, bend your knees, release the arms, head and shoulders. Grabbing the elbows, let's sway from side to side. And coming back to center, let's roll the right and left shoulders. And turning your head from right to left, a little no. Up and down for a little yes. Hands to your hips. Elbows go up to the sky. Bend your knees low. Lift your chin, roll your shoulders back, and rise to standing. Once you're standing, release your arms. Find that perfect posture. Hips back, shoulders back, head lifted, hands to your heart center. And let's go for our sun salutation. Deep breath in, rise. Breathing out, fold forward. Halfway lift, breathing in. Stepping back to your plank position. From here, lower your knees down and gently lower your chest down to the earth, squeezing the shoulder blades, point your toes, lengthen the legs and rise to a little cobra without the hands. Coming back down, push into a cobra with the hands on the floor. Back down, rise to a little cobra without hands. Back down, and then pushing up into a supported cobra with hands. Back down. One more time. Rise without the hands, back down, push up to a cobra with the hands, and then pushing up onto your knees. Let's bring the right hand off the mat and get another stretch of the side body down into the left shoulder as well. Then bring your left hand off the mat, right hand on top, press the hips back. Stretch down the right hand side of the body. Deep breaths. And going back to center. Slide your left arm underneath your chest and thread the needle. It's a twist for the shoulder and for the upper back. Good stretch of the upper body. Change sides, left arm forward, right arm slides underneath the chest, and you turn your head and twist the upper body. Coming back, setting the hands back down, getting ready for down dog. Pedal your feet if you wish. Looking to your hands, take big steps forward. Bend your knees halfway lift, fold forward, hands to your hips, elbows up. Rise through a chair position and then all the way to standing. Find the perfect posture. Deep breath in, raise the arms, stretch. Breathing out, fold. Halfway lift, breathing in, step back to a plank position. Lower your knees. If you wish, you could do a push-up, or 2 or 3. Bring your chest down, lengthen the legs. This time, take your hands off the mat, fingertips down, elbows up. Come up into the lizard position and then back down again. Breathing in as you rise, breathe out as you lower. Breathing in, rising, squeeze the shoulder blades at the same time. Reset your hands under your shoulders, push back up onto your knees, and then into downward facing dog. Step your feet forward just a little bit, and we take a crouching cat position. Curving the spine, let the hips lift. Bend your knees up and down a few times. Then we are going to move the heels to the right and bounce up and down, hips still lifting. We'll move the heels to the left and bounce up and down a few times. Coming back to center. This time move forward and back over the hands, shoulders forward and back. Hips still lifted, back still curved. Now take big steps forward, come to your halfway lift, folding forward, hands to your hips, elbows up, bend the knees low and take a chair position. Belly in, the back stays curved. Take a deep breath in, raise the arms all the way up, breathing out, bend the elbows to the sides. Breathing in, breathing out. Your elbows bend into a cactus position. Hands to the heart center. Twist to your right, right elbow over the left thigh. Turn your head to look to the sky. Hips stay back, You stay in the chair. Look to the floor now. Set your fingers down and then wrap your arms around the backs of your thighs and let your head lower down. Relax the neck. See if you can straighten the legs a little bit more. See if you can keep your chest against your thighs. The knees can remain slightly bent, especially if you feel it in the back. And rebend the knees, halfway lift and take yourself into a chair position. Raising the arms up, deep breath in, breathe out, elbows to the sides, into cactus. 3 times. Then the hands come to the heart center and twist to your left. Staying in the chair, hips back. Turn your head to the sky if you wish. Then looking back down to the floor, slide your hands underneath your feet. Gorilla pose. Let your head drop, let your neck relax. If you would like, you could straighten the legs a little bit more, but keep the knees soft, please. No hyperextension of the legs. Rebend your knees, take your hands out from underneath, come to that halfway lift, and step back to a plank position. Set your right hand off the mat and then back underneath in a plank. Left hand comes off the mat and then back underneath in plank. So it goes diagonally to the right and then back underneath for a plank. This is excellent core work. Left hand, back to a plank. Right hand down, left hand down, so the hands are farther out in front of you, and then walk them back. This time, left hand farther out in front, right hand farther out in front, then left hand back under the shoulder, right hand back. Right hand farther out in front, left hand farther out in front. Right hand walk it back, left hand walk it back. Left hand, see if you can do this without moving too much at the hips, keeping everything strong. Lower your knees down now. Do a push-up, 1, 2, or 3, all the way down, point your toes, lengthening your legs. Bring your hands back to either side of your waist. Raise the head, chest, shoulders, and the hands. Right leg and hold for the moment. Lower your right leg and then lift the left and hold. Lower the left leg. Now lift both legs, squeezing the shoulder blades. Lower the legs back down. Reset your hands under your shoulders, come up onto the knees, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Gently lower your right knee under the right hip. Raise your left arm up to the sky. Raising the left leg, hold and bend the left knee. Grab the left ankle and push the foot behind you into a half bow pose. If this is too much for you, you could keep the left leg down on the floor and just arch back a little bit with the upper back. Release the ankle, bring the left hand down. Keep the left leg up, reach back with your right hand. See if you can grab the ankle. If not, you just bend the knee and reach back behind you. Lift into another crossed half bow pose on the knee. Lift the chin, and then release, stretching the arm. Bring the hand down. Tuck the left toes under, raise the right leg up, bend the knee and open the hip. Looking underneath the right arm. Maybe you want to check to make sure there's nothing next to your mat, and if you wish, flip over, flipping your dog. Then raise the arm up over the head, back up to the sky, and flip yourself back onto your mat. Plank position, lower the knees, do a push-up if you wish, all the way down. Stretch your legs straight, and this time stretch your arms back behind you. Stretch your arms by your sides and raise the head, chest, left leg. Bring the left leg down, then raise the right leg. Chest is lifted, head is lifted. Bring the right leg down and then lift both legs, balancing on your tummy. Legs up, arms up, stretching behind you with the hands. Coming back down, hands under the shoulders, push up onto the knees, tuck the toes and rise to downward facing dog pose. Pedal your feet a bit just to release. And then we lower the left knee underneath the left hip. Right arm comes up to the sky. Raise the right leg. Bend the knee and you can catch the right ankle. If not, you just keep the leg up, straight, or down on the floor. If you want, get into that half bow position, pushing the knee back, opening the chest. Release the arm and the leg. Keep the leg up off the floor and reach your left arm behind you. If you want, bend the knee, grab the ankle, and get into the half bow on the knee. Lift the chin. Lift the knee behind you. Then releasing this, bring the hand back down. Tuck your right toes under and rise up to down dog, lifting the leg. Bend the knee, open the hip. And maybe, if you wish, check that there's nothing to the right-hand side of your mat and flip over, flipping the dog. Raise the hips. Raise the arm up over the head, reaching, and then back up to the sky and flip back to your plank position. Knees can come down if you wish. You can do a push-up and move all the way down, pointing your toes. This time rise to a supported cobra, hands under the shoulders. Lift to a supported cobra, open the chest, curling the spine. Deep breaths. And bring the chest back down, hands under the forehead, and move your hips from side to side to let go. Now here you can either take snake pose, clasping the hands behind you, or you can take bow pose, grabbing your ankles, feet flexed. Lift the chest and the thighs as high as possible. Deep breaths, whichever pose you decide to take. Come on back down, hands under the shoulders. Push up onto the knees. Walk your knees forward. Take your block with you. Either cross the ankles, rolling over to a seated position, or you could swing your feet to one side, getting into a seated position. Roll down onto your back. Elbows into the floor. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Raise the hips up for the bridge sequence. You can stay in half bridge if you wish, or if you're a full bridger, you like to go into full bridge, you set your hands to either side of your head, come to the crown of your head and rise to full bridge. Whichever you've chosen, stay there and take deep, slow breaths. Full bridgers meet us in half bridge. All half bridgers, arms over the head. Lower the back down one vertebra at a time. Once the hips and back are all the way onto the floor, set the soles of the feet together, knees wide for butterfly position. Raise the knees back up. Separate your feet as wide as your mat and let your knees go to your right. Keep the arms stretched over the head. Raise your knees back up and let them fall over towards your left hand side. Arms remain stretched over the head. Raise your knees back up and lift the knees to the chest, rocking from side to side. Lift your head, nose between your knees. Clasp your hands behind your head. Stretch your legs to the sky and lower the right leg just above the floor. Lift the head and shoulders up towards the left knee. This is some nice abdominal work. See if you can lift 10 times. Breathing out as you lift. Switch the legs. Left leg just above the floor, right leg to the sky. If this is not good for your low back, you could do this with bent knees. Be sure you breathe out as you lift. It's a forced breath out. Raise the leg, lower the right leg just above the floor. This time we turn for the obliques. Breathing out as you lift. Right elbow to the left knee, 10 times. Switch the legs and we twist to our right knee 10 times. Breathing out as you twist. Avoid pulling against the head. See if you can lift the shoulder. Bring the knees back to the chest and rock from side to side to relax. Crossing your right thigh over the left, grab the ankles or the bottoms of the feet and pull the feet towards the shoulders. You should feel this in the outsides of the hips and the outsides of the legs. Change legs, left leg crossed over the right. Grab the ankles, the feet, the bottoms of the feet, and pull the feet towards the shoulders. Uncrossing the legs, squeeze the knees once more to the chest. Take your block now. Set your feet down, lift your hips, place the hips on the block. You could also use a pillow if you do not have a block at home. Stretch your legs to the sky. Viparita Karani. So we're going to hold this for about 1 minute. Be sure you're comfortable. If it's difficult to hold the legs there, you can place your hands behind your thighs to hold them, or a strap or a belt underneath the bottoms of your feet to hold your legs up. You could also simply put your legs up a wall. Bend your knees one at a time. Set the feet back down onto the floor. Lift your hips. Take the block out from underneath or the pillow out from underneath. If you're up against a wall, bring your legs down off the wall and find yourself in a position of shavasana. Legs straight onto the floor. Move your legs, move your shoulders, get yourself into a comfortable position. Turn your head from side to side. And relax and let go. Imagine your feet and your legs breathing deeply. Your hips all the way to your shoulders, breathing deeply and slowly. The hands and the arms, breathing deeply and slowly. The neck, the jaw, even the face and head. Breathing deeply and slowly. Your whole body, from head to toe, breathing along with you. An expansion and a contraction of the entire body. Imagine now that the walls of the room that you're in also gently expand and contract with your breath. That the world around you begins to expand and contract with your breath. The whole earth is breathing with you. Stay in this position for as long as you like. Namaste.